countrywide. But the sun is shining and the teams lining up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Set just occasions for this cricket club and the community here and decided to bowl first. Faisal Shah is alongside.
Good, really beautiful day. But look at Pakistan's batting lineup. Zealand just recently, where Saim Ayub just couldn't get going, and you'll have to keep an eye on this youngster as well.
So Pakistan having listed to come in at 5. Azam Khan, Iftikhar Ahmed and by respect, they're calling that end of the ground. The
helped spinners later on in the game, and it's pretty warm as well.
A wretchedly damp start to the cricket season in this part of the world. Paul Stirling with Mark Adair and Ross Adair. He bowls. In fact, he's times.
He has, and that full searching for that rhythm. Although it's early days just yet.
Bowled. That is magnificent bowling. Ended it.
Will be better now. From Mark Adair. Good movement in that first over. That was expected, and good tactics. Our front runners, once they get ahead in the game, they'll...
That's been picked up on length. Get 4. He picked up the early length. It was
the moment you felt like he was cramped for space. He didn't have that full flourish, but then those fast hands getting him out of trouble. And
yeah, he is. And there was a touch of the Fakhar Zaman in the way he played that in the PSL, and he taught like that. That was a feature of his batting.
It's against the likes of Ahsanullah, who's bowling at 150 clicks.
Bowled, good full length, like Saim Ayub. Sometimes you've got to tempt him into the shot, as Barry McCarthy is going to...
In the air for the bowlers as well.
Bowled.
Puts the previous ball out of his system. Big play and a miss, but next delivery he was...
Suggesting they might come in 3 and 4. It could change. Third man comes up inside the circle. Oh, hurry! He might be out. He might be gone. Now the umpires asked to see this for the third umpire to have a look.
Actually, when Rizwan responded, Saim just said it very tricky for the batters. He was too quick on that occasion because he got himself too far.
Oh, this is... I think he's gone. I think he's gone. He's walking back. That's an early strike for Ireland. Mohammad Rizwan. It's 7 for 1. Well, Saim Ayub came herring out, looking for the single. Fielder. Oh, goodness me, that's gone past slip for...
Saim Ayub played 2 strokes of play, but that would have gone straight to second slip.
It's a dilemma, isn't it? The captain.
Crowd would want to see this sight. Babar Azam.
For the new bat. Beautiful. How good is that? Just an exquisite touch through that.
From Babar Azam. Was it sublime? 2 straight, you could say, but the shot was just top class.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Any day.
Ambitious. Clearly not a first-choice New Zealand side because their players are all over the world.
The last game, and New Zealand lost that game by...
Bowled again. Aggressive with the bat. Also aggressive with his getting an early strike. They've removed...
I mean, this is excellent from him.
Fielded.
It was an extraordinary stroke from Babar.
Forecast is good for the first and the second. You see how he looks.
He likes to play a little straight towards mid.
Won the toss and said Ireland will bowl first, and
It's absolute. The kind of conditions.
and you've got two slips. Shot, magnificent shot from Babar Azam. Almost preempted the length of the delivery from McCarthy.
It was not a half volley, but he lined it up beautifully, and although from McCarthy, testing Babar with that, if you bowl it just a bit back of a length, that tacky nature of the showing in his captaincy.
Down the leg side, it's a wide.
Did you ever try doing that?
Oh, all the time, all the
I'll
time.
say
Up here from Barry McCarthy. Bowled. Full length. Babar. Craig pace bowlers for Ireland who can move. It's not where you should be looking to bowl. Very strong.
Played it late.
It's Curtis Camphor looking square of the wicket. We've had one practice session. Instead of had
Against New Zealand back home.
picked up on length. Man out there, straight over his.
First one that he's got out of the middle, and it's safe.
Ireland. Oh, that's again. It's Babar Azam. 15 balls, so he's not really short. Too short over the head of that short mid wicket, and that's
Really go back and across for these pull strokes. Picks up the length so quick. That just clearing that front foot, but the weight was still coming. These strokes, especially not the boundary, but before the boundary ball.
looking that leg side again.
High in. Absolutely smashed to 6. 34 for 1 is. Oh, beautifully played. How gorgeous delivery at all, but beautifully put away by Syme. Power play done and dust.
And he's carved away immediately. An conservative power play for Pakistan. Maybe the shackles.
Carved away, just the width offered. And Gareth Delaney, when I was thinking about Pakistan coming here, I was thinking, yeah, his thoughts on that famous victory, more comfortable and assured in their spots.
Short ball this time, helped around the corner. And it's going to be helped away to the end of the 7th. It's 48 for 1. A lot more than the 140 that would get them to.
Immediately on the attack from Saeem Ayub. Chance in the deep, but it's going with the wind. He makes use of the conditions for a maximum.
So he's going to try and get the ball turning away, but it ends up just into the hitting arc. The line not correct from White, and
On that delivery was almost too full to sweep it. Long on, cover, deep mid-wicket, and that's that floated one again. Sends it forward of Harry Tector in the deep, does well. And it looks like
that's what he does as Sterling. 58 for 1. Good platform here for Pakistan, where
play such a beautiful area as well.
slapped away, and you can hear from the roars, plenty of Pakistan. He's one of the best in the world. And that's a beautiful stroke for
It's about those straight boundaries into the pitch. Doesn't even.
that time down the leg side, and oh, Barry McCarthy, he's never far away from the action. Something quite incredible. Take a look at this.
It was a case of trying to cash. So when he bowls those shorter ones, it can surprise. And it's when he floats it like that things go wrong, because too easy. Goes for 10 in the over. After 10, it's 76. Stan, Rizwan.
And now we're going to see the two. This one, it's gone a long, long way. Harry Tector can only watch. In the case of two deliveries, back-to-back maximums, one off.
And look at the speed of those wrists. That's why it's gone so.
One of the significant challenges you'll have as a spin. The coast here, the Irish Sea, but also there's quite a significant there. Izzy's in the top 5 runs.
When he hits it, they just love him so much, and they love him because of.
And the low full toss is helped away with real qualities.
The placement here, much too wide. With the.
It'll be fascinating to see where he's used. Ireland. This time, Mark Adair can't cut it off, so it's a big over. 3 boundaries. Spoke about 180, 190, could even be north. Work to do with the ball here. Has he found a first wicket? Camphor out there. Desperately needed to break that partnership. And it's Delaney with.
Given to the delivery that was required. Definitely not the best delivery that Gareth go over long off, which is one of the more difficult places to hit off the back foot. Not really there. Didn't get close enough to the ball, and that's why it didn't reach.
In the pre-game show, it's the somewhat leading edge towards the left of Craig Young, who's not going to be able to get nearly a chance.
Yeah, big Ireland not having the luck on that occasion. But Curtis Camphor is where you get to figure it out, because you don't want to have to turn to one of them in the World Cup.
What about Harry Tector? We saw him bowl. Is he someone that you feel is under-bowled? As Tector almost creates a run-out opportunity, swooping in quick.
The other thing about bowling around the wicket is you can do just what we saw Gareth Delaney doing there. So all these things are something you want to know you can turn to. So.
Short ball pulled away. Has he split them perfectly? Not quite. They're going to do as Pakistan's captain is sprawled across the clunk.
And realised I'm going to have to put the dive in here.
Looks for some innovation. And that might be the biggest roar of the day, it feels. Innings as Zaman gets going. A bit of fun farewell. And you can see he's almost learning on the job, isn't he? Trying to keep back to him.
Yeah, and you've got to. As down the pitch goes Babar Azam. It just comes down the pitch. Have a look at the footwork here from Babar Azam.
Yeah, you can almost feel him just going through the gears, can't you? Not a huge amount of turn on offer, and White was left.
Makes a bit of room. That's why he opens up that offside.
Krull and Sterling being used. And that. Well, 6 at the death.
Bowlers, these are the cricketers who, for Ireland, you have to ask what's there for Ireland. Babar Azam swings round, 2 men back there. What a great
feel. That's almost a chance put down, but for me, I think it's 5 runs saved, isn't it? Zaman just lined him up, helped him round the corner, got a good piece of it. But look at. Special day for McCarthy.
Now up in the air it goes. Should be gone. And that's the end of Pakistan's captain.
Well, the scorecard is Mark Adair. This wicket for me, it belongs to Barry McCarthy. Without that boundary save, the wicket chance wouldn't have happened. Mark Pakistan now 116 for 3.
Ireland's bowlers. This is a man who can cause a serious amount of damage. Azam.
And within his captaincy, the positivity within it.
Gone. Second ball. Azam Khan never took his eyes off the ball, and that is
he brought about the opportunity to get rid of the second time. It looked like Azam Khan wasn't quite expecting it to come on in the manner in which it did, and all he could do was pick out Ben White down for 4.
About United and Dean Jones, the late McCarthy. He strays on that leg side, and he's been put away for 6. 2 areas, that deep mid-wicket.
And this is tries a little off-cutter. The problem is it's right into the slot. And that is very, very friendly into him of Gareth Delaney. He just wasn't sizing it up.
That's a wide. With someone like the deep square on the leg side, he can carve you up. There, that's what you've got to do as a bowler. Now then, Shadab knows he's out.
Well, I'll tell you something. I think Barry McCarthy, it's like a bullseye. Ronaldo, Messi, whoever you want it, eat your heart out.
Play football here at Clontarf.
It's actually rugby out the back. Red light shining. It's very bright here in Clontarf. Wilco.
Hey. I think when we sit,
it's a red light that signals, and it gives us the
short, pulled away. That is net bowling to Iftikhar.
They tend to be 3 varieties, north of 140, and go to the bouncer. That wasn't anything like 140 plus. That in the modern day, where the batters have worked out that they. Here's the remaining options for. So if it is,
can't take your eyes off him. Almost decapitated the umpire. Umpire was down quickly, and it's 4.
Here's a man, and great credit to Mark Hawthorne. Look at how quickly it's a move here. Watch the umpire, not the shot. Well, Craig Young is taking evasive action. So made a change in the field, Wilco. Paul Sterling over consulting with.
Just picked it up. Picked it up again on that leg side. Hasn't timed it at all.
They have the winning of the game with a good finish and a restriction of Pakistan to less than 1.
Good change of pace.
I think he's driven that into the surface. Something Paul Sterling said yesterday, to take an automatic spot, even if they don't.
Goes inside out. Could be a chance.
Yeah, George Dockrell, I think he was teased by this. So this is, I don't think Adair will feel as though he's done a massive amount wrong with the delivery. Now it's going to be followed up by 4 more.
Mark Adair. So you've gone for 10 in your first 2.
4.
Short. Picked up. Could be out.
One of the things I love about Clontarf, Wilco, you're so close to the action there, where a lot of the Irish friends and family will be. They were pleading.
Is it gone? Yes, it's been claimed. Spectacular catch. They don't come much better, especially.
Well, since you've joined me alone, we've seen 5 runs save. We've seen him boot one onto match. It was actually the on-pace delivery. I think Adair has missed the block hole, so it was there to be hit. Oh, Zaman's gone for 20, and it's now 150 for 6. Huge roar as the PA announcer announces his name. Wilco, you've done a lot of cricket.
Lenders, I guess you, as captain, you've got extra license to put yourself up the order and on that leg side. So he'll be looking over towards the net. Short leg side.
Would you believe, Alan? I think it's George Dockrell, of all people, one of Ireland's most. 51 for 6.
That's virtually on one leg. It's a one-legged 6. That's
the actual perimeter of the ground, because you've got 34 from an Angus Dunlop over in a touring game. Might have been back in all those years ago, off the off breaks of Angus Dunlop.
That's what he likes. Shaheen goes big over deep mid-wicket.
3 for 6.
The umpires have been in mortal danger.
The first innings.
That is a top edge over. Fine leg for 6.
Towards fine leg as that one's gone. Well, it can't be more than, what, 50 metres, can it? Right on the edge of it. Maybe just the line a touch wrong. Effectively, such an impactful innings from him. 26 off 11.
Makes a little bit of room, and that extra room makes it easier to play.
These, aren't they, for Pakistan? They're getting that flourish despite losing wickets. With some in Ireland's hero at the death. Well, he's under the pump now, 11 from 2 league.
Iftikhar. Massive blow. Oh.
He's gone 6-4-6 from 3 legal deliveries, interspersed by a wide. The crowd that maybe is supporting Ireland in length slower ball or full slower ball, with 180 that Captain Babar Azam wanted. Anything there?
Shaheen does a little bit of a waltz after the ball. They finish 182. No one really stayed in and dominated.
You have good contributions, but maybe not a defining one from anyone. Saim Ayub batted nicely for 45 off 29. Got Pakistan back in a position after being in real trouble at 1, 2, 3 for 5. That was with
37 from 15, 3 fours and 3.